All I need from you is 5 minutes. Welcome to another episode of Taking 5 With, where I introduce someone who works in the arts or an art supporter for 5 minutes. And today's special guest is...
Hey!
Oh.
Sharone Sayegh! Yay!
Robin,
You!
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, right?
Yes, one day at a time.
One day at a time, exactly. So I have a fancy timer here with my iPhone XS, and we'll get started. I'll ask you a few questions. Mayhem will ensue. We'll wrap it up, and we'll call it a day. All right?
Sounds great.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. All right, so Sharone Sayegh, tell us who you are. Who the heck are you? I know, of course, who you are. I've known you for a while, but...
Yeah, my name is Sharone. I grew up in LA. I'm a Broadway actor. My first Broadway show was Mamma Mia. I did that for a couple years. It was super fun. My next Broadway show was The Band's Visit. I was in the original Broadway cast, which was a dream come true. And most recently, before COVID and the shutdown, I was on the Come From Away tour playing Bonnie. So that's me in a nutshell.
Oh, I love The Band's Visit. I got to see you in that. And I love Come From Away. I didn't get to see you in that, but I'm sure you were amazing. So you were on the tour already at that point.
Yeah, we were in Dallas in March when everything shut down. Our producers have been really, optimistic and confident that once it's safe to resume, we'll be able to. So we're hoping for next fall, and we'll see if that happens. But I think it will. Eventually, we'll all return.
Well, that's good. Good to hear from somebody who's a little bit on the inside. You mentioned some highlights, but are there other highlights, like more specific ones from your career that stand out? Certain events, perhaps, or milestones?
Yeah, one of my biggest dreams was always to be in an original Broadway cast, which I got to achieve with The Band's Visit, which was wonderful because I had never done it was my first original Broadway cast recording and the first time performing at the Tonys and going to the Tonys and, doing all the events leading up to the Tonys basically. So that was really cool and it's totally different experience than being in a Broadway show, just replacing someone. And it was also one of the first times I got to play my own ethnicity in a show, which was really cool. And I got to help make up some of the Hebrew lines, which was really special. So that was definitely a big highlight for me.
So, you mentioned COVID, you almost don't even have to these days. So, what have you been doing to sort of keep your artistic momentum going? Maybe you have some suggestions for people based on some of your experiences?
I've sung a couple songs for specific events, like for Hanukkah. I did for a Hanukkah gala, or for certain political rallies, or just, kind of save the arts events. So that's been fun, kind of singing and collaborating with people. And it's actually been kind of a blessing because I've been able to collaborate with people all over the country and all over the world, not only in New York. So I just worked with this wonderful music director in LA, and if this wasn't COVID times, we probably wouldn't have been able to meet and work together. So that was cool. And then other than that, I've just been spending my time doing some fun home projects. I painted my kitchen cabinets, which was really fun. And I've just been doing a lot of volunteering with political activism, basically.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Is there anything that you would like to sort of plug, whether it's artistic or one of the volunteer experiences you're on right at the moment?
Well, right now I'm working on the Georgia runoff election, so I would urge everyone to donate to the Warnock and Ossoff campaign and volunteer to phone bank and text bank. But then artistically, a friend of mine, Rona Siddiqui, she's an amazing music director in the city. She's been chosen by Ars Nova to kind of curate all of the events in February surrounding Manasa artists, which are Middle Eastern, North African, South Asian. So I'm working with her on a couple events through Ars Nova. They're all going to be virtual. And one of the events that I'm working on that I'm really excited about is kind of like a musical cabaret night of musical theater and maybe pop songs that everybody knows, but with like a little bit of a Manasa twist in the way that they're arranged and sung. And I think that'll be really fun. So that'll be in February.
Well, that sounds great. It's great to hear about live, what's going to be live or live streamed, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a mixture of some pre-recorded and some live. We're still figuring that out right now.
All right. Well, we are down to the final 28 seconds. So here's my final question. This is taking 5 with. So in the theme of 5, my question is in 5 words. It can be a sentence. It can be a phrase. It can be nonsense words. 5 words of optimism for the new year. You've got 12 seconds. Go.
Creativity, gratefulness, love, expression, and joy.
Thanks so much for being on Taking 5 with. I look forward to seeing the show in February, and until then, have a happy New Year and great things in 2021.
You too. Happy holidays.
Thanks so much for watching Taking 5 with. I hope you enjoyed it and that you join me the next time when my special guest will be